ladies and gentlemen, here we are on MW3 on an MW2 map. And listen, I was just craving playing a little MW3. I haven't played it in a while, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I have to admit this. You guys know MP40 is one of my favorite guns of all time, and it got added to Black Ops 6. I can't get myself to play that game. I just can't. So if you guys do want to see me unlock it and maybe get Dark Matter for a video, let me know. But other than that, I probably won't play that game. But anyway, we have a lot to talk about today because I was not going to upload a video, but I am going to upload a video because, I mean, Battlefield, they just keep doing it right. I mean, it's absolutely insane. By the way, I actually really liked Farm 18 on MW2. Now, I didn't like the MW2 game, but I did like Farm 18. It was actually a decent map. MW2 had a couple decent maps, I will admit. But let's talk about Battlefield. So you're probably wondering, what did they do that was, I guess, wow. What did they do that was so good in the last week, or weekend, excuse me, that I had to make a video on? Well, we got 3 points. One is all three are something that Call of Duty needs to really get their butt in gear and start to do. One of them, and then another one is kind of going back a little history lesson for you. And then the third is, I mean, just them being on top of the ball. So let's talk about the first thing here. Number one, if you played the Battlefield 6 beta, by the way, I actually bought the game on Xbox, which I have to say this real quick. I bought the game on Xbox, physical copy. I tweeted it out. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. And the man, the myth, the legend, Vince Zampella answers back and says, man, I still need to get a physical copy. So the fact that Vince Zampella answered back to me and saw my tweet, I was a little starstruck. I'm not going to lie to you. We obviously were able to play the game right away because we got it on Xbox, but there were a lot of people that were not able to get the game right away and play it because they downloaded the game on the EA app, which is really weird because you would think the EA app would like kind of get like some sort of exclusive deal or something because it's kind of the people who make the game. But the EA app was pretty much down. Like, you could not play the game forever. Like, I think that there was an outage of like 9 hours or something like that, which is absolutely insane. Eventually, of course, Battlefield did get it together. It took them, like I said, 8-9 hours. But this was the cool thing that I thought that they did that I feel like Call of Duty needs to get with the program here a little bit when something goes wrong. They actually put out a statement a couple hours later, said, hey guys, we messed up. Sorry if you bought the game on EA. If you did buy the game on EA, there is going to be like double XP tokens in your account. And I believe people got like 12 double XP tokens. And the way that the ranking up is in this game, that's actually pretty valuable. So I think the people that bought the game on the EA app, they might actually be winning. If some of you guys were around during World War II, probably you probably weren't. That game had a ton of issues at launch. Like, game wouldn't launch, issues just connecting the lobbies, getting back into the lobby. If you guys remember, that was the game that introduced Headquarters, and it was pretty much a nightmare launch. And I think when me and Chop did the podcast with Greg, who was a multiplayer lead for World War II, he actually said that the HQ was the reason for the issue, for the connection issues back in 2017. Anyway, I say this because Call of Duty did absolutely nothing to fix that problem back in 2017. They just kind of went a week with the game not working very well and went about their business. I mean, they maybe gave us a little something, but it wasn't double XP, a big old message like with a statement and a tweet. And I mean, people are all replying to this tweet like, this is such good customer service. Like, I'm almost shocked to get it. So it just showed me that like Call of Duty, especially this year, needs to be on the ball with customer service. Now, there's also another instance where the customer service is just on point right now. I'm more on the game development side. So the second point is, which I don't really know what this means. I'm sure my Battlefield people could kind of go over this and let me know what the problem is. But okay, so as I was saying before we had to join a different game, Battlefield went to work right away with their game. Obviously the game has been out for literally 1 day. So there's this tweet that just came out today that said there was a jump momentum fix. So I'm just going to read it word for word here. We're rolling out a fix that addresses an issue where jump momentum gets unintentionally interrupted while jumping with certain weapons equipped. This is now live across all platforms. So I feel like this is absolutely insane because Battlefield just launches this game. They have a ton of people playing. Like, you know, I feel like most developers probably take off the weekend. You know, they work 9 to 5. No, Battlefield's putting in extra work here, guys. They had an issue with their game, and then guess what? There is a fix literally 24 hours. Now, I don't know exactly what this fix is. I don't know what the jumping momentum is. I don't think I ran into that issue at all. But there's a fix for it. And I feel like Call of Duty, again, this is all things, this entire video is going to be things that Call of Duty needs to apply in Black Ops 7 if they want to compete, because customer support to me is a massive thing that I feel like a lot of video games have just kind of forgotten about over the last couple years. And so I'm hoping Call of Duty sees this and goes, all right, patching stuff in 12 hours after launch, this is something that we should maybe think about doing. Whether it's gonna be, there's gonna be a bug in Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I can assure you of that. I can assure you of it. So I would like to see the response of Call of Duty be just as quick as this. You know what another thing too is, and I didn't really have this in my notes, but the fact that there's like a comms team, there's a Battlefield comms Twitter that just tweets out like stuff there's issues, or, and I know Call of Duty has it, but does it feel like they don't really use it, or is that just me? Like, I feel like we've had it, but nobody's really following it. Nobody really cares because it just feels like sometimes the feedback is just not heard. So I really think Call of Duty should be using what Battlefield does, the Battlefield comms. And again, with Black Ops 7, when there is needed updates, don't wait a week. Don't make it a season patch. Don't make it whatever you're trying to make it. It needs to be this fix happens ASAP. And if you can't get it done ASAP, there needs to be a tweet that says, hey guys, we're working on it. It'll be a couple hours, or it might be a day, or we do need to patch it like this way. Just give us some communication this year. The last thing that you guys have probably all been waiting for, and I didn't see a lot of people covering this, and I don't know if this was just something that hasn't gotten to be widespread news yet, and it will be hopefully when I post this video. But I saw somebody on Twitter post that he's a part of the Battlefield Discord, and one of the lead devs or whatever, lead mods of Discord in the Battlefield Discord has confirmed that Chronuses, some of you guys maybe don't know what they are. If you do know what they are, I'm looking at you with one eye open here. That Chronuses are actually popping up on Battlefield's like anti-cheat, and they are now banning or suspending players for having Chronuses. So I feel like I'm probably gonna make a short on it or a TikTok or something, because this needs to be widespread news. Because the thing is about Call of Duty, I mean, obviously I will say this, I think playing the beta, they did improve the anti-cheat. Now, I don't know if that's saying much because the anti-cheat hasn't been that good, but I mean, banning it, you know, if it does any work, it's probably like, all right, this thing's doing better. So I do think it's done a better job in Black Ops 7. They've done the steps to kind of help out the game with the boot PC, whatever it is, the PC boot. I don't know. So I'm hoping that will, you know, help the hackers and cheaters that are part of the game. But Call of Duty, again, we need to copy Battlefield. We need to make sure this Cronus is getting picked up with the anti-cheat, and it is suspending people from playing Black Ops 7. It's just that simple. You have no room for error this year, Call of Duty. And I think that's what's kind of the cool, I don't know if it's the cool thing or not, but I feel like Call of Duty actually has, I mean, we've talked about in other previous videos, but the competition is severe. It's fierce this year. This game has sold like 700,000 copies. I'm sorry, Battlefield has sold like 700,000 copies, and Call of Duty has to see that. So I'm really excited to see the, you know, the difference of approach this year with Call of Duty. How will you handle hackers? How will you handle your game updates? How will you handle if something goes wrong? Are you going to give us double XP? Are you going to, you know, give us some COD points so we can buy something in the store? I think all of these need to be jotted down from Call of Duty's sake. And, you know, I say this too, and I don't want to seem like I've just been doing nothing but ripping Call of Duty. Well, I mean, I kind of have, but I am saying these things from a perspective of, please, Call of Duty. We need you to listen to us, because trust us, we know what we want as a community, and we know what makes a good Call of Duty. And it's funny, you've started to listen to us. Now, I think it's because you had to, but if you listen to us a little bit more, you never know what might happen. Let me see if I can't start getting some of these tags too. Oh no, not like this. It's actually been really enjoyable to come back to M.Dot. Look at this guy. But you guys got to let me know. I mean, obviously we're going to finish this game out. What are you guys playing right now? Are you guys playing Battlefield 6, or are you guys grinding old Call of Duties? I mean, I know Battlefield is a game that's not really sometimes for everybody. And I'm going to do a review on Battlefield. I did tweet out some thoughts on the game, but I'm going to do a review for Battlefield as like a COD player. Probably by midweek this week. Just put my thoughts together. Nothing like serious or extensive, just kind of our normal talk and play. But I've been playing old school COD. I've been playing some Battlefield. I've actually been playing some 2K, which you guys probably don't care about. I have had so many thoughts about doing a 2K channel. But I feel like 2K is one of those games where, actually, you know what? Let me ask this question, guys. Does anybody play 2K that's a fan of this channel? I mean, if you made it this far into the video, you are obviously a fan of the channel, so I really do appreciate that. But do you play 2K? Does anybody play 2K anymore? Because I feel like this year's game is actually not that bad, which may be an insane statement to say out loud, but yeah, I've been kind of just playing a bunch of different stuff, waiting for Black Ops 7. Not been playing Black Ops 6 though. I have to say that. But I've been enjoying these little cut comms. I know this one was while I was playing, and I kind of want to practice. Honestly, I'm using this as practice. I want to be able to do cut comms while I talk, like a la Dismo, a la Merc Music. And you know, the only way you're going to get better at it is practicing while playing. So that's what we're doing today. But I had a bunch of stuff to talk about, so I'm like, hey, listen, might as well do a little cut comm. Why not? Well, at least we won, I guess. 35 kills. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed this long, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Battlefield is continuing to put Call of Duty on their toes? I hope you enjoyed. Again, subscribe if you're new. If you like these styles of videos, please let me know in the comments, because I'd like to do them more often. And we'll see you on the next upload or the next rant. Whatever, we're calling them rants now, right?